and the Minister of Police to urgently investigate the series of leaks in that particular office. You know, the provisional reports were leaked. That's why we can say with certainty today that in the report that was presented over 3 hours, 30 minutes yesterday, there was nothing new. The same information is in the public discourse, all because the person in the name of public protector has not been able to assist, strengthen democracy, but she has been biased and she has been not assisting at all. Now, we are of the view that the power of that office to investigate does not mean that the public protector may write her own law. There is a law that governs that particular office. Our view is that she must follow that law. We can't allow the public protector to open a kangaroo court and violate due processes of investigation. We think that, in the normal course of justice, you get an officer arresting you, you get investigated, you go to court, there is a prosecution, there is a judge, eventually you are found guilty or innocent. We just found this office to be everything to everybody, and we're worried about that, and we think that at some point we'll have to look into the law, because she seems to think that she's above the law, or her office is above that of other offices. One of the comments that we listened to as we came this morning, she was arguing that the interministerial committee is nothing compared to her office. What we must remind her is that the executive is provided for in the Constitution in South Africa, so as her office. So she cannot want to assume the higher status from where we're sitting. Most importantly, she may not arrogate herself the right to redefine national security, which is a subject of the authority of Parliament and Executive. Because she does that, we're not certain why she would want to do that. But equally, you see, this issue of Nkandla, there are a number of wrongdoings which we'll have to attend to. And that's why I was saying that all those who have been found to have done wrong, the process that was started by the Interministerial Committee must proceed. The proclamation that gave the SIU the right to do investigation must continue, so that all those who have done wrong, they must be brought before the law. We don't think that the office of the public protector must be used for political purposes. And you know, we don't have to go far to prove what we try to say here. We know as a matter of record that public protector Thuli Madonsela has been frequenting DAT parties. She's gone to their seminars, she's attended their rallies in months when she was busy investigating the issue of Nkandla. And we must say at this point that South Africans are not stupid. They are much wiser than the advisors of Madonsela can assume. They are not going to be fooled by that which she now presents as the absolute report about that which happened in Nkandla. We must just state categorically that she is not a judge. She's never taken any oath of office. She's not a super government official or executive. So her office too should be subjected to other scrutiny like other offices. The other issues that we thought it's necessary for us to raise is that something strange happened. You know, you have people who are accused, they don't have the report. The public protector, in her own wisdom and powers, as assumed by her and her advisors, she does something called lockdown. She sits with journalists. Over time, they indulge on the report. As a consequence, we suspect that there might have been other political parties in that lockdown, because as she was presenting the report, there was already an indication on one of the television channels that there must be from the opposition, DA to be precise, to say there must be an impeachment, even when she was presenting a report, which took not less than 3 hours, 30 minutes. So worried about that kind, and we're not sure what was the sense there. And our view is that this media crazy public protector, in our view, is doing exactly what the Scorpion was doing. You know, the Scorpion used to go and arrest an individual with no gun whatsoever. They'll take cameras, take everybody, just to show off. And we think that he has reached that point and something must be done. This concept of a lockdown, we must dismiss it with all contempt it deserves, because we think that people who are affected in the report should have been given the same right to read so that they're able to defend themselves. We are today the last people to answer because we did not have the privilege of the report. But the media was giving analysis as she was presenting, and we think that we need to look into this issue and really condemn it in as strong as possible terms. So we don't think that that office was created to be run through the media, and that phenomenon is scaring us as the ANC Youth League, and we want to persuade the incoming ANC in government to have its own probe on the credibility of this individual. You know, we have been debating, quite frankly, and I think that it's an issue that we'll take to our membership, that maybe it's time for this woman to step down. We think that time has arrived. She must step down. Having her until 2016, we think that is going to derail unity because she seemed to be hell-bent in destroying that which our forefathers have built over time. You know, if you look into this report, more than 6 or 7 times, the public protector is not certain about certain things, but she makes a conclusive findings. And we are very worried, including how she names the report. She's very sensational. We were analyzing what does it mean, secure and comfort. We just find her as a very sensational somebody, and we think that we want to call upon her to resign. She can conclude this process because we are certain that the president of the ANC and President Zuma is not guilty of anything. She can conclude this process immediately after that. She must leave. We think that she has caused enough damage, and she continues to wanting to poison the minds of South Africans. So these are the issues that we thought that we must also raise, having looked into this report of the public protector. One of the things that she speaks about when attacking Minister Jeff Radebe, she says she attacks Minister Radebe and says all sorts of things. And our worry is that this is a public protector who should be looking at the interest balance, but she goes on adventurously to speak on matters where she has no authority, including issues of the security upgrade, making insinuation and so on. So we would want us to look into those issues. So those are the issues we wanted to raise with you. Thank you very much.
We will have 3 sets of questions with 5 hands being identified in each round. Comrade Makasela and Comrade Mawetu will, when they answer, add on things that they feel they should add on.
Marjorie, ANN7. I've covered a few ANC Youth League leaders, Malusi Gigaba, Fikile Mbalula, and others, and they always consulted the ANCSG before making a public statement. I just want to check if you guys consulted the ANCSG on the statement before going public on it, firstly. And secondly, the statement is not consistent with what the ANC just said in their press conference just now, as well as what government said in its press conference yesterday. So was there a meeting that led to the statement? And yeah, I just want to know how it came about. Thanks.
You claim that Thuli Madonsela has been sensationalist. Are your own claims for her to resign, your own suggestions for her to resign, not sensationalist? News grabbers as well? Right. Lee Mulifi from the VIP campaign. Right. Do you understand? Yeah, no, that was it. Are your own claims, are your own suggestions that she should step down not sensationalist as well? And is that, how consistent is that with the ANC, much like Hajra has pointed out?
Tapera Musiwa from the VIP campaign. My question is similar to my colleague, is the matter of consistency and the image of the ANCs. You say one thing and they say the other thing. So I think, do you not see that as a disturbance to the image or as a hindrance to the image of the ANC and the report as a whole? Thank you.
Hi, Stemiso from the SABC. I just want to know what steps are you going to take regarding Thuli Madonsela, as you have indicated that you're not happy and you think that she's biased. Secondly, I just want to know, in terms of the DA and EFF, as you all know that they will be opening a case, what's your take regarding that?
We will call on the SG to come and respond to the questions. If there is no one else, there are just two. SG, sorry. Are you? Is your hand up? Do you want to question anything after him?
Okay. James Etelo, Kofi FM. Now you are calling for the resignation of the public protector. Is it only because of this report, the Nkandla report, or other reports that came before the Nkandla report? Thank you.
Thank you. We did not consult with the ANC before we released the statement because we are an autonomous organization. Actually, we don't even know what the ANC has said. We are writing a note that can we get a statement of the ANC, because naturally we shouldn't be thinking like the ANC. We are a youth organization. The ANC has a responsibility to lead the entire society. The ANC is leading government. So as young people, we have made our own interpretation of what the report means, and we have made our response known in that effect. We think EFF, DA, and other oppositions are just being opportunistic. Whereas EFF has no ground to talk about a criminal charge to be pressed against the president when they have their own problems with the law that they should be resolving. And we believe that it's not coincidental that DA want to use this report to impeach the president, because in 2012 they attempted to do exactly the same, but they did not succeed. So we think it does augur with our own assessment that this office is being used politically to serve interest of political parties that they do not have capacity to win in parliament. This is not the only report where we believe strongly that the office of the public protector has been caught wanting. We raised it with the SABC board investigation, the findings of the acting COO. We raised it with Minister Peterson on the fishery investigation. So we believe that both the leaks are meant to prepare society to be ready for the findings that she is preparing. Because you will remember, she said society is going to be disappointed on the report. And we believe that many of the people that she was trying to impress were indeed disappointed to learn that the president was not responsible for the upgrade, and the reality that the president does have a bond that exists. That is why in our statement, we emphasize the point that President Zuma, in responding to the public protector's report, must ignore the section that says he must pay for the kraal, the chicken kraal, and all those things, and the swimming pool, because he did not ask for a swimming pool. He's busy running the country. He can't be thinking about swimming. Now, if they came into Nkandla, they found President Zuma renovating, and they decide that chickens need to be saved, all those things, why shall President Zuma be responsible for paying? people that authorize that must be the one paying. And that Makaya that appears in the entire report must be investigated if he was not dropping the name of the president to achieve his own selfish ends. And public officials that are responsible must be one that are charged. Thank you.
Do we have... Oh, the President, Comrade Masina will be adding on some of the questions.
No, thank you very much. I think when we started, we did indicate our status in relation to the ANC, specifically because we are trying to deal with that issue. More often than not, we must say that we do sit in ANC committees. We sit in the National Working Committee, we sit in the National Executive Committee of the ANC. So we assist with these matters, and we've got our own views. We must say that we've assembled our own legal team of senior counsel that looked into this matter, including some of our people here who are versed with legal matters. So this conclusion that we've come to might necessarily be different than that of the ANC. We are not the ruling party, we are the youth league of the ruling party. And we don't think that our articulation harms the image of the ANC from where we're sitting. The strongest view we are taking is that we are being provoked here. 49 days before the elections, someone who has been investigating for over 3 years is so desperate because their friends have realized that on the ground the ANC is very strong. Unleash the report, they will be disorganized. When we leave here, we are on our way with the president to Northwest, to our people. We invite you so that we can see that this report or no report, we will take President Zuma to the people because we have given him a mandate to deliver on issues of poverty, unemployment, and inequality. That's what the people of South Africa want. We are not going to allow Thuli Madonsela, the media, and other opposition to play cheap political games. The other person is a thug who left here. He stole everything we have. We are hamstrung. We can't run our own organization. Now he wants to speak about taking somebody to court when he owes us money here. We've got big bills here to settle. So he can go to court for PR because the media likes him. He can go there, but I don't think that he will go far with that issue because even this report, as much as it tried to muddy the president, the findings, if you go deeper into the findings, there is nothing wrong that the president has done. That's why we can stand here comfortably to speak to the people of South Africa about our confidence on President Zuma. What step are we taking? We're analyzing this report further. If there might be legal need, because remember, the first thing that we want, we will write a letter to the Minister of Police and ask that office to investigate the leaks in the Office of the Public Protector. Because remember, democratic government created this institution, but we are worried about the manner in which the office continues to handle many leaks. You know, sometimes when this office makes finding, you just realize that we have a long way to go here if this office has to continue the way it has been working. Just to give you an example about the SABC COO. Here is a person who applies for a job. The SABC will come out with a job advert and requirement. In its own wisdom, it should list the same person who has no matric according to the public protector. It interviews this person, and from there it hires this person. Then the findings is about the person. Why not about the institution? Because SABC is a legal institution. The public protector could have arrived at the same conclusion, not with the person, but with the institution. Because SABC clearly, they must tell us that man has been there for 20 years, fired him, they brought him back. Why must it be the problem? Did he say that he has a matric? We are not seeing those things. So these are the things that we have to deal with on a daily basis in relation to the matter of the public protector. I think those are the issues that we wanted to raise.
Are there any questions? I will take Kaya FM and then the two of you.
Hi, good day. Kaya Kumalo from Kaya FM. Just to get a clarity once again concerning some allegations that Madonsela might be biased in her findings, I'd really love to know what is she really likely to benefit whenever she makes her findings, and she seems to be favoring certain people? What is her, key goal behind that? And just concerning the views of the young people from the youth within your ranks, what do they make of the report? Are they perturbed? Are they disturbed? Or the president has been absolved? Thank you.
Itumeleng from ANCYL. I would like to know from the Youth League, have you guys seen Nkandla? And I would also like to know if you have thought about engaging Thuli Madonsela.
Thank you. I'm Lebogang Seale from The Star. With the type of extraordinary statements that you make in your accusations of the public protector, like the way she's behaving, she's like running a kangaroo court, behaving like, the scorpions, and obviously you are disputing her findings, and I don't know on what basis, on what evidence, you saying that. You're saying she must step down. She's been used for cheap political reasons. Do you really think that the people of South Africa must take you as the ANC Youth League seriously? Do you believe you represent the voices and beliefs and sentiments of the young people that you claim to represent? Thank you.
In response to your very strong claims, is this a sensationalist ploy because the ANC Youth League is struggling with news coverage since the rise of one party in Marikana a short while ago? And what is your role, and how active have you been in the ANC's election campaign?
I believe we have covered most of the questions, but because we promised you that we will take 3 sets of hands, we will, after the response of the leadership, and then give a chance to those who might have some issues that will be left over. But in the main, I believe you are covered. Comrade Moet.
Thanks. Let me start with the last one. We're here the press conference scheduled to speak on Nkandla. On the matters relating to the ANC campaign, we are doing that every day. So we have no issues about coverage, because coverage does not vote. Young people whom we are mobilizing are going to be voting for ANC, and there is not a single registered voter named coverage. The second part, just on the basis of what we dispute, there has now been the interministerial committee report that has been released. We think that it is not proper for public protector to dismiss that report as having no status, because that is a report sanctioned by executive. That is a report that has been released by executive of this country, duly elected overwhelmingly by people of South Africa. And therefore, we think, as we have said before, the timing of the report is very suspicious. We think that casting aspersions when there is no direct finding implicating President on the fact that he had not requested those upgrades, he had not approved the contractors, he had paid for his own residence, he had not misled Parliament, that all those things whom are contained in that report, nonetheless, the aspersions are still reflected not only in the report but in the continuous interviews that continues to be done, and that we found very worrying. And that's why we think that all institutions, like we do with government, like we do with judiciary, all institutions must be subject to public scrutiny. And the public protector cannot be different to be engaged and interrogated by various sectors of society, which as a youth league we think we have a right to engage them. As for the young people and the confidence on the league, we speak on behalf of our membership. That is very huge. We speak on behalf of young people whom we think that what we express as the youth league is the sentiments of the young people whom we continue to lead, whom we continue to be members of this African National Congress Youth League. So we're very confident of where we stand, and we need no conviction, or we need no support of anybody on what and whom we constitute. We are very much firm on that matter. The last point on me before Comrade Zwai, Comrade Magasela takes podium is that it is exactly that suspicious timing of the report which deliberately give ammunition to DA to actually go out on unsubstantiated allegations about impeachment of president when they know there are no basis for that. Whereas for EFF, wrongly advised by the advocate, whom is a serial loser in that organization, and they will lose this one again, as he has been losing everything that he touches. So we are quite confident of the victory in elections. We need no endorsement from media for that. We are quite confident of our membership, but the conduct of the public protector must be interrogated like any other institution is interrogated.
The processes that will lead to our ultimate ambition of getting the public protector out of the office will commence after this meeting, because we are writing to the Minister of Police that we believe if they can properly investigate that office, something is going to come out, especially around the leaks and meeting of some of the journalists to brief them about their intention and the relationship that we strongly believe she has with the political parties and some of their leaders. That we know, and will be presenting to the minister to investigate. We are quite confident, and it's true what Mawete says, that anyone who goes to court to press criminal charges against the president, that won't even go to court, because court has more serious cases to deal with. It can't be following a case that does not exist, because the public protector herself says President Zuma did not ask for the upgrade, security upgrade, nor was he ever aware of how much was being spent. And that's a point coming out of the public protector's report. And we believe that our members that we speak on behalf of have read the same thing that we have read, because we are the same people, they are same. It's written the same language that we read. So our members understand what we understand, and public will be understanding. This is why, as from tomorrow, we are taking the President Zuma all over the country to address youth league rallies, because we are confident our members are going to accept him, and he has no responsibility to take out of that upgrade that took place there. But what we are saying is that something must happen, because the findings of the public protector and those of the interministerial committee do indicate that there was price inflation. There were officials that were responsible for approving things that were not necessarily needed as part of the security measures. And those are the people who are saying they must be investigated and charged, not our President Zuma.
No, thank you. We do know Nkandla has upgraded. We have visited a couple of times. So we are not speaking about something that we've seen in the newspapers. With regard to what do we make of this report, we have expressed our feelings that we are very shocked. You know, a report littered with confusion, with strong findings is worrying and shocking. So we did express that. On the matter of Nkandla, we will be going there. We will intend taking those interested members of the media next week so that we can get a sense of this chicken run, crawl, swimming pool, amphitheater, and all those things, so that we can see whether or not we start writing about this thing. But more importantly, we want members of the media to understand that there is a homestead of the president and there is a state land. And they must be able to draw distinction between those things. Have we engaged the public protector? No. She's arrogant. She does not deserve our attention. We are not going to engage her. You know, the things she says about us and senior leaders of the ANC in government makes us believe that there is no need for us to engage her, because she's hell-bent at destroying the very fiber that we've created in South Africa. So we don't think that there is time. We don't have time to engage the public protector. Do we think the people of South Africa takes us serious? Well, firstly, our membership takes us serious. We have not less than 400,000 members. The African National Congress, with more than 1.4 million people, are taking us serious. So we are very comfortable at this point. So we don't have a sense that we are not being taken serious. If you and your friends in the opposition don't take us serious, that can be your business. We're struggling to get coverage. We're not sure where, because, you know, the problem is we have decided to take our business outside of the media because we are not attention-seeking. We are on the ground. We are building structures. If we can give you a report or a sense of how far we've gone to rebuild the Youth League, I'm sure many of you will be shocked because we don't tell you. We think media sometimes has got a tendency of inciting our membership. So the things that we are doing in the background is working for us. So we are not suffering from any coverage. In terms of the elections, those who are covering the ANC and the leadership and everyone, you will know that every weekend we are on the ground. We just came from PE. We are going to Northwest. We are going to KZN. We are on the ground doing work with the ANC and ourselves. In February, you had an outcry as a media to say, are we not infringing other people? When we told you, we are campaigning everywhere. The big rally, you reported lies. We accepted that you want to promote the other parties. We had no problem. We still have confidence that you, as members of the media, one day you will report the real truth of what is happening in South Africa. But we want to say to you, the challenge is, let's be objective in reporting. Let's not be biased, because all of us must work towards building a non-racial, united, democratic country. This thing of dividing the country over a small thing is not going to assist any of us. That's why we are suspicious of this public protector, and we are raising these issues that we are raising, including the fact that we are saying that we think that she must, after she has done with the mess of Nkandla, she must go. Thank you.
We thank you for giving us your time, and we will be allowing time for one-on-one interviews with the ANC Youth League leadership. The statement is detailed, will be emailed, will be also on our website, www.ancyl.org.za. We couldn't print it on time because we wanted to make sure that we get the ears of those that will remain, then to benefit those that will leave. Thank you very much for your time.